As I said in the previous video, I've been doing this course for 6 or 7 years now. And this is one of the first courses where all of our students get the chance to meet each other. So besides being an English foundational class to help give you skills for the next 4 years, it's also a bonding experience because we really want you to meet people from other labs. That's an important mission of what we do here. So I wanted to outline some of the purpose and goals of this course. And I'll do that first from a kind of practical English mechanic point of view, and then second from the more social point of view, because they're both really important. You will have to be a public figure. That's what you signed up for as a PhD student. So even though you may love to do the research part, I do too, you've got to communicate it or you're not going to get anywhere with your career. One way that that is going to happen in a very practical sense is in your 3rd or 4th year when you do an overseas internship. I really want you to be excited about this. And just think about it. Well, assuming we can travel in 2 years, you have the chance to find your dream spot in any lab around the world and ask for it. You might not get it, but no harm in asking for your dream. So start thinking where you might want to do your internship for up to a month. And you've got to be able to communicate to make that an effective thing. I think that is one way to get inspired about studying English. Second way is you have to interact with your lab mates. Almost every lab at our school has international students from various different countries, and you're going to have to work with them. I'd also like to say that I've seen through the years some successful students don't just stay in their own lab. They notice what other students are doing, and they go to that lab and visit those students. Yeah, you can do that. This is your school. These are your people. Take advantage of the big brains that are all over this place. Techniques, equipment, theory, and just friendship in general. Those students who reach out and meet a variety of people, I believe have more chance of success even in their research field. So that's one reason why we focus on speaking in this class. It's really supposed to be a speaking class, which is one reason I'm struggling for what to do on this online version. But we'll get there. Learning language is fundamentally a spoken act. Besides, I think a lot of you can already read quite well. And when it comes to your particular research field, you can read better than me. So I'm not going to be spending so much time on reading. The focus is on speaking. We'll do that with the casual interactions. We'll do that in a more formal situation when you need to speak to a supervisor or a senior student. Or, of course, speech making. That will be a big goal of not just this academic English, but in the future you will have the chance to take some follow-up lessons with me. And I would really encourage everybody to take my public speaking class. Like I said, you, for better or worse, are now a public figure. You are working at a public institution. It's funded by Japanese taxpayers. And your research is going to be opened. So you've got to find a clear way to communicate that. We will do, of course, things like describing graphs. You know, the kind of things I outlined in the speaking test. That's a bit of a template for the goals I would like you to accomplish in this 12-week course. But please understand, while I do see improvement in students after 12 weeks, it's not enough, you know, to really level up in a really serious way. So I want to say that this 12-week course will be helpful for you, and I'm going to do my best to give you tools that you'll be able to continue to use on your own, and study methods that you'll be able to keep up. But you've got to keep studying a language to really progress. So I'm hoping to inspire you in these 12 weeks, and I'm also trying to say to you to please put in the time to study in your first year or two. Because I've seen it again and again that students run out of time in their third and fourth years. And that's when they've got to go to the internship. They've got to do some sort of collaboration with somebody else. They're busy writing their paper, their thesis, their things like that. More and more chances to give your oral presentations in international conferences. That's not the time to be learning English. You've got to do it in the first and second year of your PhD course. And that's an investment that will pay off in the third and fourth year. So I say this every year. Some students believe me, and others don't. I know that's always going to happen. But I hope you will be one of those who starts to, think that English is something really worth improving for your own research career.